Oh, hey everybody, it's me, just Gina. Um, we're here at a new time this evening. Instead of Sunday evening, it is now Saturday evening because we are trying some new things. So I am going to give some folks some time to see that Rumble has gone live. Oh, and Rip is here in the Rumble world, and we have Into Bushes 827 over on Pilled. Welcome in, fellas. Um, I'm excited to try this new time slot. I'm hoping everyone got the 2 weeks notice since I was on a little hiatus last weekend because of the joys of home ownership and me needing a new oil tank and having to rip down my entire setup that I had here. Rip, how's your Saturday going? The weather has been beautiful here. It's actually kind of chilly. The ACs are off, the windows are open. I actually closed the bathroom window because I was too cold. Um, I had a sweater on for a little bit down here, but then it got a little warmer. Um, so I took it off. What up, coffee crew? How are you? Glad you guys are making it in. I didn't know how this was gonna go. Um, Look at my nether starting off the show all perfect over here with the $2 Rumble Rant new time slot happiness. I know I'm very excited for I don't know about full screen, Gina. That's a lot. Um oh, Sean is walking in. Jacket weather after sunset. I know I'm loving it. Hoodie weather is my favorite weather. It's just I don't know, it's comforting, it's cooling, you're not sweaty. I hate being sweaty. It's just a gross feeling. Sean Joe over on the Rumble side gifting the $100 cookie. Thank you so much over there, sir. Um, so how was everybody else's weekend going? It was a kind of quiet Saturday today. I was exhausted today. I don't know if it's my body just fighting off, this infection, whatever thing going on, or if it was just the cooler temperatures. Um, I was tired today. I really didn't do too much. I probably should have, but you know, everyone deserves a day off every so often. So there was that. Another, I hope the truck. Oh no, I was just gonna ask you if your truck was working. You're still stuck in Richmond. That sounds the wife must be going crazy. Um, I hope we get that truck situation figured out soon. I feel like it's been a little while that you've been having some truck issues going on. I don't know what's happening there, but hopefully you can get them resolved soon. What up, Matt 1776 over there on Pilled? How you doing over there? Supposedly Monday. How long has it been, Nether? I feel like you've been broken down for a while. Um, Hopefully you got everything you need. I saw you had a little setup. I threw you a link last night. Must have been sleeping already. Um, Got 13 of you in here already. If you can see, Gina has reached 333 followers. It's such a magical number, 333. Um, it's an angel number if you're into that sort of thing. Um, but if you're not, then it's not your thing. That's okay. Um, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes here while I ramble on. Your fuel pump cracked and started spraying fuel on wet. You just can't catch a break. Yikes. Is that something you can fix on your own if you have the parts to do it? 333 halfway to 666. That is true. 666 actually doesn't scare me. It's actually a family number. It means family, it means friends, it means you have a great circle around you. It was kind of a push for people to avoid that number and think that it's a scary number when it's really not. You have to grab a link for next time. Yeah, maybe Tuesday. Um, just shoot me a message and let me know whether you can or you can't first. because we're trying to keep the show under a certain amount of people so it's not super chaotic and crazy and hard to handle. I mean, even with 5 people, it's still sometimes hard to handle. Um, so we're just trying to figure it out, but we would love to have you on. It's been a little while and you're amazing. So that'll be fun. So this week we I don't know if you guys have seen the videos and it kind of plays into everything that's been kind of going on. Amanda, you think Saturday looks great on me? Hopefully, this may actually work better. We'll see. During the school year, it was great because the kids were like, "Oh, I know I have to be in bed by a certain time." Because mommy has her show, but now that it's Saturday night, they just kind of run amok upstairs, which is fine. They're old enough. They just kind of, collapse. But we got to start getting back into that school setting. Normalized bedtimes and wake up times, all of that fun stuff. Nether said if I had the tools, maybe I could have fixed it, but it's covered under warranty. And everything's always better when it's covered under warranty. So I was kind of intrigued by the information that has been coming out of Yellowstone. So we're gonna touch on that. We're gonna do it a little differently this week. New time, new name. I still have to work on a new overlay. Yeah, we've got registration night on Tuesday. Ooh, registration for school. It's right around the corner. It's such a great thing to see in sight. Um, so this whole thing about Yellowstone. So that's how we're going to do it. Again, we're a little bit differently. I'm doing it a little differently this time. New Just Gina, maybe a little more sassy, maybe a little more upbeat, more fun, maybe out of the teacher zone with the slideshows. I may go back to some of those depending on the time that I have and whether I get my ass to do them this week. This week was, I don't know, just it was just one of those weeks. It was hot and then I got sick and then I didn't want to do anything. So there's that. But we're still gonna have fun. So we're gonna hop right into this after I do my little sassy sassiness of please hit that like button, hit that follow button. More importantly, I am finding that repost button is absolutely amazing because it also helps me when I'm scrolling through trying to find something to watch, when a friend posts something, because if they're interested in it, 99% of the time, I'm going to be interested in it. And it's fun to go into a chat where you may know somebody else in there as well. Hey, Nate. I am up from my 40% to about 55%. So we're definitely going in the next direction. I'm hoping it gets a lot better from here. It was still hot there. Oh, girl, that's disgusting. Today was on the cooler side. And now it's definitely sweater weather outside. Like it's definitely go outside, light a bonfire, have a couple of marshmallows, just chill, listen to some music. Definitely type of weather, which is my type of weather. So we're gonna dive into this new thing. Hopefully this week I'll get a new background instead of this wiggly blue one, something more Gina, something more fun. So, hello my curious, delicious listeners. Welcome back to Just Gina, the podcast where I dish out the truth with a side of sass and sprinkle a little naughty of good measure in there for you too. I am your host Gina, the gal who knows a thing or two about uncovering mysteries and stirring the pot, which I did this week, and I have to say it felt kind of great. But today we're diving into the wild, the weird, and the downright wacky world of Yellowstone National Park. So buckle up because we're tackling some spooky mysteries, debunking those viral videos of animals allegedly fleeing the park, and sniffing out some juicy conspiracies, and tossing in fun facts and history that'll make you the smartest cowboy or car girl out at the salon. Oh, and don't worry, I've got some cheeky humor to keep things spicy. Are you ready? Let's ride. I am still a highlighter. Hopefully, by like Tuesday, all of that will be out of my system and I'll be back at 100% because it's not fun. I'm over it. It makes you feel yucky. I'm consistently thirsty. I'm thirsty anyways, but I don't know. I'm even more thirsty, which is terrible. All right. So first, we're gonna set that scene. We're in Yellow. Oh my God, this is how it's gonna go. Yellowstone National Park, America's first national park. It was established in 1872. Is 2.2 million acre wonderland straddling Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. It's got geysers that shoot hotter than my last Tinder date, hot springs that could boil your ex's ego, and a super volcano so massive it makes my bad decisions look tiny. But lately, the internet's been buzzing with videos claiming animals are hightailing it out of Yellowstone like it's a bad party. Bison, bears, elk, supposedly running for the hills. Is it true? Is the super volcano about to blow? Or is this just another case of social media acting like my drunk uncle at a wedding, spreading nonsense? Let's get to the bottom of this, shall we? Bear 30, Gina, drink it up. Cheers away, Mr. Rip. Um, they are running from the smell. What up, Sean Squared? How are you, doll? So let's tackle the elephant in the room here, or rather the bison on the road. Social media has been flooded with videos claiming Yellowstone's wildlife is fleeting in masses, like they got an eviction notice from Mother Nature. One viral clip, there's a few, posted by some dude named Scott Whitehead, who calls himself an animal expert, but probably just watches Animal Planet in his mom's basement, shows a bunch of grizzly bears marching down a road. It's racked up 6 million views on Facebook, 50,000 so far on TikTok, and enough Instagram likes to make Kardashians jealous. The caption: all the grizzly bears started leaving National Stone this morning, and it's baffling scientists. Cue the panic, guys. Um, so I found the video. Um, and we're gonna go ahead and play this video of this guy. He's got a few of them for every animal group that I just mentioned. So we're gonna play the first one here. Um, Again, you can find him on all three of those platforms. I've looked into some of his videos. They're very clickbaity with just random titles to kind of entice you in for those views. So we're gonna go ahead and play this.
The grizzly bear populations started leaving Yellowstone National Park this morning, and it is throwing the scientific community into a tizzy, wondering why they are leaving. Grizzly bears are not known to travel in herds like this all at once and great distances, and they are headed towards Salt Lake City, Utah. I reported earlier this week about the mountain lions that left Yellowstone. That was late last week that they started leaving. And they thought, okay, it's just the mountain lions. Why are they leaving? And now that the grizzly bears are all leaving, they are saying something is up. The animalages, creature critters, know something that maybe we don't. But it just goes to show you that nature is the great balancer. Yellowstone National Park are super concerned. They think that the bison might leave next. So they've hired a Dr. Remy Demi to come in and investigate and try to figure out what's going on. No one can speak animal, right? But he is one of the closest that can understand what's going on by just sensing it from the animals. And so I'll report in part two as soon as I talk to Dr. Remy Demi and he tells me what he believes is going on.
Yeah, grizzle bears. The grizzle bears. So spoiler alert here. The crappy music. Again, all of his stuff is clickbait shit. It's obnoxious. Hey, CW, the sad African child music. Oh, exactly. But spoiler alert, folks. This is faker than my ex's promise to call me back. Snoops, the internet truth. Snoops. Snopes. Took me a minute there. Snopes, the Internet Truth Police, traced this video actually to Bear County, USA, which is a drive-through wildlife park in South Dakota, not Yellowstone. So the footage actually is from January 2025 during feeding time when bears waddle to the food truck like I do, the taco stand. And the grizzlies, they actually don't travel in pack, guys, unless there's a buffet involved. Biologist Bill Hamilton, who has studied in Yellowstone for 20 years, says grizzlies are solitary. You're not going to see them line dancing down the road. Um, so it's crazy. Hey, Bright. Bright, guys, Bright, please click on his name. Bright has joined us in the content creator program, and is on his way to try to tackle the concept of content creatorhood, the brotherhood, the sisterhood that we all share over here. So if you guys could do me a favor, I'm sure many of you have, if you could just click on Bright there right now, real quick, before I go on any further, give his page a like, um, give him a follow, um, take a look at some of his videos. Make sure the next time you see him live, even if it's just a quick pop in to say, hey, how you doing? Let's make sure he gets those unique chatters under control. He did some of his, or actually he completed all of his premium hours that he needed to do. So he's got that out of the way. So just go ahead, like, subscribe, and share Mr. Bright. He's a great guy over there. Thanks for popping in there, Bright. All right. So after the grizzles, the grizzly bears there, he went on to tell everybody about the mountain lions. Also, courtesy of our pal Scott, claiming cougars are mysteriously migrating from Yellowstone to Utah. Sounds like a reality show pitch, right? Puma is on the prowl. Utah edition. I don't know where my Katie is. Maybe she's working for the feds tonight, but I thought she would like that one. Except Snopes. They found that video was also fake and was shot in Torres del Paine National Park in Chile. Chile! That's like saying I'm moving up to Narnia because my coffee's cold. Yellowstone's mountain lions, only 29 to 45 of them, rarely migrate in groups. Also, they're a little too stealthy out in the wild to actually star in a viral TikTok video. I have that one as well. So we're gonna give this guy not a view on TikTok, but here on my channel.
Did you hear that last week, mysteriously, hundreds of mountain lions have been leaving Yellowstone National Park, headed south to Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's baffling the scientific experts of like, why would they be leaving all of a sudden? We've never seen this behavioral edge amongst the mountain lion population.
This guy is, oh yeah, no more of that salty Struthers music. Yeah. And the thing about this too is, these animals in these parks like Yellowstone, they get used to a certain thing. Yes, they're used to people driving through. Um, they're used to things maybe a little more easier than wild animals, if that makes sense. Yeah, they're not caged in, but they're still wild. Um, and they adapt to things over time. So you put a person or an animal in a situation and they grow up there, and then their kids grow up there, and then their kids grow up there, you start to realize the easier way to do things. Now they have realized that these roads, as you can see, it was snowing, there was snow on the roads, that it's easier to walk on a road that has been paved and has been plowed, as opposed to, the 2 foot snow pack out on the plane. It's easier for them, less of a hassle, easier for them to travel, probably faster to travel down a road that's been paved and plowed, as opposed to all of that snow. It's easier for them, so why not do easier? It's the same shit that he beats himself with. Oh, we have Ghost Pepper on the prowl over there, on Pill dropping the fun stickers over there, and Drooby Dooby Doo over there going over things. His favorite part of Yellowstone are the dumbass folks trying to pet the buffalo. Um, so it's just it's baffling to me that this is happening. Um, all for clickbait, and that's the one thing that I wanted to separate myself from other conspiracy channels is yes, there are conspiracies out there that I do follow, that I do head dive right in head first. Um, but you got to do your research. You can't just blindly be like, "Oh my God, this is what's happening. The animals are fleeing. Check this out. Can you believe this?" Without doing your research, because not everything is a conspiracy. Not everything is out there to, scare everybody. So it's fun to be able to also debunk the conspiracies as opposed to, you know, feeding into them, if that makes sense. I like both sides. Don't get me wrong. I like both sides. I like the conspiracy side. Um, but I also like the truth side. And if a conspiracy doesn't work out, then better to spread the truth than these stupid people spreading the lies. Um, teabagging. I don't remember the salty Struthers commercials. NCW, I did read his comment, but I didn't get the context because I don't remember that one. Um, how she's got larger over the time. Um, so and then he came out with a bison one and an elk one. So we're gonna get into that too. So there's also other videos showing herds trotting along the road with captions like, "They know the volcano's coming." First of all, honey, bison use the roads in winter. Again, see, because it's easier trudging through than it's easier than trudging through the snow. It's not mass exodus. It's just them being lazy, like me avoiding the gym. The National Park Service says wildlife is not leaving Yellowstone in large numbers. This rumor is false, and they think these videos of the bison are AI generated or satirical, which means somebody's out there making fake wildlife porn to scare us. Rude, weird, weird, super weird. Um, and and I get it. Watching animals run is exciting. It's like the Lion King meets Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. But animals migrate for boring reasons. There's really no fun reasons. They usually migrate for food, the weather, or to avoid tourists taking selfies, like like Drew said over there, people trying to pat the damn buffalo. It's insane. Matt 1776, did you just start streaming here? I've been streaming here now for I want to say a month or two, a couple of months. I was under the name Mum's Mysteries and Mayhem, um, which I changed to just Gina to make it a little bit shorter and easier to find and a lot easier to type out and put on thumbnails when I go on other people's shows. So it was just an easier thing. Hey, Sam Duty, what's going on? The word conspiracy is a trigger word for covering the truth. Yeah, there are a lot of truths to a lot of the conspiracies. I think the conspiracy crowds, aka me and a lot of other people out there, are pretty much like 100 to 2. We have very good odds of what we're doing. But this one here, definitely for now, is not a conspiracy because everything I have found has been debunked in other ways. Um, Yellowstone has GPS collars. They also have camera traps and scientists watching all of the animals, like I watching a good scandal. So if something was up, we'd know. So next time you see a video of elk sprinting like they're late for a date, check the source. If it's from a rando with a history of posting parasitic turtles or leopards riding dolphins, maybe don't pack your volcano survival kit just yet. Um, so I have the two other videos. So we're gonna play the elk one, and then I will play the bison one, and then I'll get your take on what you sees. Bumblebees look cute and cuddly. They are cute and cuddly. Let's go ahead and play this elk one.
Now elk are leaving Yellowstone National Park in droves, thousands and thousands of them. They're following the grizzly bears and the mountain lions that started leaving last week, and it is baffling the scientific community. They can't explain why all these animal-age creature critters are fleeing Yellowstone National Park. You can see them here crossing lanes safely. You have men elk and women elk. The women elk don't have antlers. That's how you can tell the difference. But I called the park president, the head ranger, Joe Montana is his name, not to be confused with the football player. He said he's sick of people confusing him for the football player. And I said, what is going on? And he said, we don't know. We've hired a Dr. Remy Deemy to help us get to the bottom of it. But it's paused our $7 million plan to introduce spider monkeys to the park. They had a project to introduce spider monkeys because he said everyone in the U.S. loves monkeys. We don't have them in the wildernesses in the U.S. And so we thought it would be a great way to attract park visitors, but now we can't do it. They said this elk was going around trying to get a ride is what they were feeling. It didn't want to walk. All the elk are headed in the direction of Salt Lake City, Utah. And so Salt Lake now is going to have to figure out what to do with all these bears, mountain lions, and elk. But this one was asking for a ride, and no one gave it a ride. So they said it just scuttled on off. But I called my cousin who works at PetSmart in the fish section. I said, what is going on? What do we know about elk? And she said, well, one, elk eat grass, but bears eat elk, which I thought was just super interesting. Did you hear the latest news coming out of Yellowstone National Park just this morning? All the bison buffaloes started leaving, a mass exodus from the park. And it's not just like one clan, it's the entire populancer of the bison buffaloes. You got woman buffalo, male buffalo, man buffalo, and baby buffaloes. It's all of them. And it's baffling the scientific community. We know last week the mountain lions and the grizzly bear populancers left in their entirety, headed to Salt Lake City, Utah. And then a few days ago, the elk started leaving. And the scientists are saying, why are all these creature critters fleeing Yellowstone? And they can't quite get to the bottom of it. I called my cousin who works at PetSmart in the fish section. I said, what do we know about buffalo bisons and what's going on here? And she said, one, they're really big and they can be dangerous, which I thought was super neat, to be respectful of naturage. And second, she said there used to be a lot more of them across the U.S., but then the colonizer populancers came and decimated them, which is quite sad. They said this one's too old, so it's staying behind. It actually jumped into the Old Faithful geyser and died of a fatality death, and they think that it just because it realizes it's too old to make the journey down to Salt Lake. But I don't know. It's super mysterious. What do you think of all this? What do you make of it? What do you think is happening? Why do you think these animalages are fleeing Yellowstone National Park?
this this guy, he speaks worse than I do. It's terrifying. Yeah. But it makes no sense. And people are like watching this and sharing it. Like people are literally packing their volcano bags and hightailing it out of Yellowstone because yeah, exactly. He's ignorant. Um, he's scaring people who don't know better or do the research to actually figure it out. Thank you, Gina. I don't speak like an idiot. I speak like a Bodtonian. Bodtonian. He speaks like an Indian typing in AI. And if you look at the videos, his mouth doesn't even move in the same way that the words come across the video. And a lot of them are just different clips of different things. Um, it's fascinating. So again, the research that I found into these clips of animals fleeing and pack your bag because the geysers and volcanoes are gonna blow. Um, it's all a crock of shit. Usually, we find our news faster on social medias like, X and stuff like that, than we would the news. But if this was happening, the news would be all over it by now, especially with the ka-ching that the stores could make off of this story. Be ready, make sure you have your to-go bag going. It just seems like something that they could make more money off of by scaring people as opposed to not telling people anything. Um, um, What up, Cosmo? How are you, doll? Don't forget to smash that like button on your way in. Um, Share. Think you already subscribe. I hope you subscribe. I'm sure you do. And that repost button is a magical thing if it works. I find you get like a 70% chance that it works, 30% sometimes it doesn't work. But if you could do all those wonderful things, you can. If you like what you hear, there is a magical little present box down at the bottom that you can either gift a subscription or subscribe monthly yourself to help support little Miss Gina and all her weary woes of home life and oil tanks and new washing machines and a new fridge that Gina needs. Or if you want to skip the line right up over here, you can send the money directly over to Venmo. That way there, Mr. Rumble himself doesn't take his cut. Whatever you want. We'll see how that goes. Hello, Chief Mustache. Welcome on in. I haven't seen your name before. How'd you find us? I'm always curious on how everyone finds their way into my little old channel. Thanks for being here. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, repost, all those fun things. The only thing I ask you to do is be respectful in the chat. If you have an issue, please take it up with me. And that's about it. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, please drop them there. Be ready for fake alien invasions. Yeah, I'm hearing that. That might be my next one, although it's pretty well saturated right now. No fucks given. Welcome in. No fucks given for $5 says, "Hi Gina, great to see you. How are you doing over there? It's late there." He works the night shift over there. He watches the highways, all those cool cameras to make sure there's no breakdowns or potholes or people being dicks and all that stuff. Gina, I have an issue. You are needful. What do you need, Sean Square? Do you need a hug? What can I do to fix it for you? But in this research that I did, I have found a lot of cool, interesting facts about Yellowstone National Park. So we're actually going to dive into the good stuff that I found. So Yellowstone's mysteries that'll make your hair stand up straighter than a geyser. This place just isn't pretty. It's got a vibe that's half magical and half X-Files. Let's dive into some eerie tales that makes Yellowstone feel like nature's haunted house. So there is this place called the Death Gulch, um, which is it's an interesting story. So yeah, it sounds like where I sent my last blind date. But back in 1888, a geologist named Walter H. Weed found 6 dead bears, an elk, and a bunch of small critters in a gulch in Lamar Valley, all without a scratch. He figured they were all gassed to death by the toxic fumes, which were probably carbon dioxide or hydrogen sulfide seeping from the ground. But a decade later, a journalist found 8 more bears and even got a headache from the stench that they smelled. So today you can hike near Death Gulch on Catch Creek Trail and smell the funky fumes yourself, but just don't expect to see any zombie bears unless you've had one too many whiskeys. Rip. Cheers. Can't play the every time stuck in Hales drinking game anymore. I'll die from poisoning. Well, if you keep drinking that way, you might be able to see those zombie bears if you head to Yellowstone Park. So that was kind of cool. A great little dive into Death Gulch. Um, there's a lot more that is quite interesting. And then there's what they call lake music of Yellowstone Lake. Since the park's early days, explorers have reported a weird humming or singing sound drifting across the water. Scientists have no clue what causes it. Is it the wind? I don't know. Is it underwater geysers? I don't know. But this one's probably it. I think it's the lake flirting with me because I'm picking up some serious vibes. But you know, gotta throw those corny jokes in there. But this mystery has been around for over a century and it is still unsolved. like my quest to find a man who doesn't leave the dishes in the sink. So there's there. Who knows? Zombie cheetahs? Zombie cheetahs. Um, yeah, the grizzle bears. We love the grizzle bears. Um, and then on top of the lake music at Yellowstone Lake, then you have the gulch, the Death Gulch. But the next thing that I found was they have what they call the zone of death. So it's a 50 square mile chunk of Yellowstone in Idaho where, now guys, please don't take this seriously. Allegedly, I am not giving any legal advice here. Do not do anything under my commands. I did not tell you to do anything, FYI. But technically, you could commit a crime and get away with it. Why? Because of a legal loophole. So, the legal loophole here is this area is under federal jurisdiction. So, um, any crime that you would commit there or have committed would require a jury from Idaho's population in that zone, which is 0. So you could like steal a bison's heart and nobody could prosecute you. Again, not that I'm suggesting it, unless you're into some kind of kinky outlaw role play, which maybe you are. Maybe you can hit me up in my chats later. I'm just kidding. That would be weird. But this loophole is actually real, but don't test it. The park rangers aren't exactly handing out crime-free coupons. Yes. So these mysteries make Yellowstone sexier than a hot spring skinny dip. You've got deadly gases, singing lakes, and lawless zone that sounds like a plot twist in a steamy novel. The ones I read up over here. Oh, looks like one fell over. But what's creepier than nature's mysteries? The conspiracies cooked up by humans, which we're going to get into next. What up, Michael? I am no means by no lawyer, although I can argue my way pretty much out of any situation. But there's that. Um, Damn stream bots. What stream bots? I don't even think I have stream bots here. I'm just kind of run of the mill. I'm not too fancy here. Um Cass. Hello, doll. Like Cassie says, smash that free like, hit follow, share. Keep us growing, friends. This is a new time slot for me, so I'm hoping it goes great. You like the new look, Cass? Oh, thanks. We got this little blue squiggly thing. Um, I gotta work on a new overlay because my old one has the mom's mysteries and mayhem. So I gotta update it with the just Gina aspect. Yeah, squirrel. I love that squirrel. He's my dancing squirrel buddy. Yeah, so we've gone over the stupidness that TikTok influencers have shoved out there about animals migrating, and they weren't even from that region. Um, just be smart about it. Don't blindly follow some idiot and stuff like that. Um, and then the cooler nonsense that were actually true, like, you had your gulch spot, you had your singing lakes, and a spot like the Wild West that you could essentially commit a crime and get away with it because you need a jury of your peers to indict you on those charges. And the population in that area is 0. Goose egg. So your old name doesn't. No, my yeah, good to know. Shut up, Michael. What I'm saying is my old layout, this one, actually, I think I have this one, see? But it says Mom's Mystery and Mayhem. So I need to change it. And then I had this one, which I really like, but it doesn't work anymore because it has my old channel name in it, Michael. So I need to fix it, you jerk. Um, and oh, you play a lawyer on TV, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Um, so Again, welcome in everybody. Like Michael, welcome in. Make sure you smash that like button. Michael, I am with Michael every Thursday evening, except for this week. I was busy playing dead in my bed. Um, I do need some artwork. Rip, I need a new overlay with my Just Gina in it, so I got to get that going. Um, Make sure you follow Mikey over here. Click on Killer Games Cast. Um, Great follow. He does pop culture beatdowns on Monday evening with his Hollywood insider knowledge over on at Third Railfly, which he also streams over to his YouTube channel on those nights as well. And then Thursday evenings, we do a AI scary read um, of just stories that you can it's kind of like a choose your own path kind of book, which is really fun because you can feed the information to the AI that you want, but in some scary sentences and situations, AI knows a lot more about us than we have told it. But it's a lot of fun, so make sure you click him. You can find me over there Thursday evenings 8:30 Eastern Standard Time before I head on over to Sean's channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So click, click, click. Um, don't don't make me get Steven Seagal to beat you up. Oh, Monday, guys, we are reviewing Naked Gun, and Thursday, Gina is back for Scary Fun. I can't wait. Sammy Three Pete did a great fill in for me. I tried to hang on as long as I could, and I totally fell asleep with my phone in my hand watching you guys. Um, the dreams were quite interesting, um, to say the least. Um, but they were fun. It kind of put the whole story into a real scenario in my brain. So that was interesting. Um, all right, so let's get into the juicy Yellowstone conspiracies. All right, my conspiracy loving cuties, let's put on our tinfoil hats and dive into the wild world of Yellowstone's conspiracies. The internet's got more theories about this park than I have bad pickup lines. And trust me, I've got plenty. All right, so first up is the super volcano doomsday plot. So some folks believe the government's hiding an imminent Yellowstone eruption to avoid mass panic. So, a 2014 article from Daily Mail claimed the US was planning to evacuate millions to Brazil, Australia, or Argentina if the volcano blows, even offering South Africa 10 billion to build temporary housing. Sounds like a blockbuster movie pitch, right? Escape from Yellowstone, the Great Bison Betrayal. Except park rangers and scientists say it's all hogwash. The Yellowstone's Volcano Observatory monitors seismic activity, ground deformation, and gas emissions 24/7. The alert level has been code green, which is normal forever, with no signs of an eruption for the last 70 years. If it was going to blow, we would definitely see earthquake swarms, ground uplift years in advance, and not some fake bear videos. Coffee crew, I was thinking I need a tinfoil hat. Hard to keep up with Dot and Gina at the same time. I know. I took a chance and a leap of faith coming over at this hour. But I feel like it might be for the best. I may not get um, big, big shows, um, but I'm hoping people will maybe throw me on a replay and listen to me, you know, talk about all these fun things. Um, we'll see how it goes. Um, right now there was 27 of you. There's now 26 of you in here. So I appreciate all 26 of you, and we got some friends over there watching on the pilled side. I don't think we have anybody on YouTube, which I usually don't have anybody on YouTube because YouTube sucks over there, and it is what it is over there. I can't really complain. Um, They just suck over there. It'll take me forever to grow over there. You guys are super amazing over there. Gina will grow her crowd that focuses on her exclusively. Thank you, CW. Bright's, Bright waving from YouTube jail. Hello, Bright. It is what it is. But I'm glad you guys are here with me. Like I said, hopefully, to our friends that may not be here or popping in and out, I appreciate you guys. And maybe, you throw the replay on and give this gal an hour or two of your time afterwards. Might be something you're interested in. Or you never know, maybe your kid might have some sort of Yellowstone project and you can be like, oh, I remember when Gina did that episode. Maybe we can figure out what she spoke about and take it from there. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. So the next thing that I found was an alien angle, which kind of fits in because apparently there's some sort of alien spacecraft, giant rock floating from gay outer space. This way, who knows, an hour or two. Hubba hubba. So the alien angle. So some X users claim Yellowstone's geothermal activity is powered by alien tech buried under the park. They point to laser-like beams or UFO sightings near geysers. I mean, sure, maybe ET's running a cosmic hot tub down there, but I'm betting it's just magma doing its thing. The U.S. Geological Survey says Yellowstone's heat comes from a plume of molten rock, not little green men. But I'll admit, the idea of aliens soaking in old faithful is kind of hot. You just never know. Um, while you guys are here, I am noticing for some reason my red wall of rash over here is looking kind of holy. Just for you guys being here this evening with my new time slot, I am going to go ahead and throw out one gifted subscription to see who that lands on. And look at that, coffee crew. Welcome to Gina's red wall of rumble rash. Some say it might get a little itchy. Others say it's a rite of passage. I'll let you decide on which one you want it to be. You guys can also hit that button down there as well. You're welcome. Don't give me another rash. Took me a month to get rid of the last one. Sucker. The red rash is fun over here. Oh, and look at Nether Knights scooping in with a subscription to the channel and be the one who is lurking there. Thank you, Be the One, for lurking. Was gifted that subscription by Be the One. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Yes, I will not leave orange streaks. I promise you I won't do that. Also, if you guys like, you can subscribe to the channel yourself as well and be permanently part of the Red Rash. I think the button is down there as well somewhere, which I only think you can click on, like, if you're on like a web browser. Like, you can't do it from the app for some reason. It's weird. What up, Redneck Renegade? Redneck comes in the room with a wild cheers here and says, "Sup, fuckers? How you doing?" Hopefully you had today off. It is Saturday, but I know sometimes people work the weekend, so hopefully you had it off. But if you didn't, cheers. Hope you had a yummy dinner tonight. And welcome on in. Make sure you like that button. Make sure you're subscribed and go ahead and repost because I find it is coming. You're coming home from the lake. Ooh, Cassie lives by the lake. She's always coming home from the lake. Yeah, CW, that's 100% true. Also, if you are going to do a a gifted subscription to our friends here. If you do it from the app, it's $1.50 more. So if you can do it from like your whatever internet browser you use, if you make it from there, it's actually $5 instead of like $6.49 or $6.50, whatever it is. Which you can also do from your phone as well, I believe, from their web browser. I don't know. Maybe try it. See if it works. Let me know how that goes. Um, so yeah, some people again, the whole alien thing, I got a little sidetracked there with throw in those little squirrel emotes that I got going on there. I don't even know if I can see them on my thing because my computer is, I don't know where it is. There is a squirrel emote in there somewhere. Oh, there he is. There he is. You found the squirrel coffee. Mobile browser works good too. Good to know there. It's been there. I did a little bit of a test stream with the direct RTMP Rumble Studio, but the hotel Wi-Fi sucks and RS didn't post to Pilled. I'm just gonna have OBS deal with Pilled. There you go. I still need to figure out OBS. Some people are talking about Meld, MELD. I haven't even looked into it. I don't even know what it consists of, but I'm hearing that it's just like OBS, so we'll have to see. You went to the dispensary. Damn, 130. That's easy to do. That's like what, an ounce of weed and maybe a cart and some edibles. You got this. What up, America? How you doing? So the other conspiracy that I found, which ties into my last conspiracy episode, was HARP. So there is a HARP conspiracy. So some folks thinks that the government's using high frequency active auroral research program to trigger Yellowstone's volcano as a weapon because apparently controlling the weather and causing earthquakes isn't enough. They want to blow up half the continent now. Look, I'm full on for a spicy government secret conspiracy. HARP is one of those, but having them actually blow up a volcano isn't something that I think they generally do. Do I think they're trying to control the weather? I don't think they're trying. I think they actually are. But if they're triggering volcanoes, I think that's a terrible job on their half because Yellowstone's been snoozing for a millennia and it's just so stupid. That's just a stupid theory. Making it rain, yes. Making hurricanes, possibly. Could they be trying to change the path of hurricanes and in the process they just screw shit up? 100%. But these conspiracies are wilder than a night at my place after tequila shots. But here's the deal, folks. Yellowstone's a geological hotspot, not a government cover up or an alien spa. The real danger is tourists getting too close to bisons for selfies, just like Drew said over there on Pilled. As of now, that's the only catastrophe that we are seeing. Do you remember the towns that were destroyed by those storms, the ones up the mountains? Yeah. Yeah. Um, Fuck HARP. I do believe they're playing with the weather. I do believe the government conspiracy in that sense. And if you weren't here from my last one, you can go ahead and check that replay afterwards, where I spoke about different weather patterns that you can actually look up. There are hundreds of them. I have a huge list that I um, did the time to look up their patent number and what they actually are. So if you are interested in that and you know how to reach me, which you can find me on X at SHRTY7081, you can go ahead and send me a message and I can send you that list. Or if you are on Discord, I am also on Discord, so you can find me there. Same thing, you can find me SHRTY7081, which oddly enough is also the same as my Venmo, which you can find and scan right above my little head. So Next, we're going to lighten things up with some fun facts and history about Yellowstone that'll make you sound like the smartest person at the bar. Because Yellowstone's not just a park, it is a geological rock star with a history hotter than a summer fling. Um, so fun fact numero uno. Yellowstone was the first national park signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant in 1872. Back then, explorer John Coulter described its geysers and hot springs, and people thought he was drunker than a sailor on shore leave. They called it Coulter's Hell. Now, over 4 million people yearly visit this place and see those same wonders. And it is a beautiful park. I mean, the pictures that I saw um, researching the park, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. The only thing that just makes me sad about all this stuff is I, the part of me hates when places charge you to see nature. And we shouldn't be charged to see something that's free. It's out your back door. You shouldn't be charged. But at the same point, I get it. They have to keep up with the roads and the park rangers and all that stuff. But I think it's super gay. I just don't get it. Um, yeah, and just the beginning of the federal land grabs, 110%. Um, it's just stupid. But speaking of wonders, Yellowstone's got over 10,000 thermal features, 3/4 of the planet's total. Old Faithful erupts every 90 minutes or so, shooting up water 180 feet. It's like nature's money shot, reliable and impressive. And then the Grand Prismatic Spring. It's a rainbow colored hot spring, so vibrant. It looks like a unicorn threw up. Um, and now a couple of history, little quirky fun facts. So, Native Americans like the Shoshone and Blackfeet lived around Yellowstone for thousands of years, using its hot springs for healing and its obsidian for tools. While white explorers showed up and they were like, whoa, this place is nuts. But it wasn't all rosy. Early park policies displaced tribes, which was a not so fun fact we should remember because, I mean, it's not very nice to steal things from people. But we stole it, and now we charge people to go and see it. So we stole it, and we were all excited, and now we have to pay for it to go and see it. There was a hotel in the UK that was able to prevent migrants from being shipped to their village. If you're interested in that kind of thing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, chirp. Again, guys, same rule applies here. We do have some new friends in this chat, as you guys can see. Please go ahead if you have a channel, post your channel in the chat. Friends, go follow those friends. Take a look. If you see them live, even if it's a quick hello in chat to get those unique chatters and a couple of minutes of your time would be great. It's all going to help us all. You can find me on at least two of our friends are in the chat here. So at Third Railify, Sean there. Post your link. I am there. I will be mad if you don't follow at Third Railify, because I am there 6 nights a week. Starting tomorrow at a new time of 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Monday, I'm with Killer Games Cast there on Sean's channel as well for Pulp Culture Beatdown. And I'm there till Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a lot of fun. Great channel things. Yeah, family. We're family. We're all family. Yeah. I know Sean Squared, you have a channel. Drop that in there, sir. I haven't been on your channel yet, but but throw your stuff in there. And then Killer Games Cast, Michael over there. I am there every Thursday to read the scary. So if you want to know what that's about, click his name and go take a peek. Another quirky fact about Yellowstone is it's home to the carnivorous, there we go, plants. So bladderworts and sundews trap insects like tiny Venus flytraps. Imagine a plant going, mosquito, you're mine. Also, Isa Lake at 8,262 feet drains into two oceans, the Pacific and the Atlantic, backwards. It's like the lake's got an identity crisis. And this one was kind of fun. The naughty little tidbit. In the 1800s, tourists used to throw laundry into the geysers to wash it. Spoiler, it didn't work. Their undies ended up boiled. Moral of the stories, don't trust a geyser with your delicates unless you want them launched into the next county. So that was kind of the gist of our Yellowstone information. It was a lot of fun, this one. I definitely liked to debunk on this one as opposed to dive all in like I did last time with, HAARP and controlling the weather, because that I all believe in. But this whole thing with the animals running and the super volcano is going to explode and we're all going to die and doomsday is upon us. I don't think that's in our cards currently, which I'm very happy about, because Sean's doing enough up there and Bright's doing enough up there and in magical Canada land, sending their wildfire smoke down here, which is killing us all down here. I couldn't imagine the volcano dust, and I know there is a name for it, but I don't remember what it was. Killing us all and blocking out the sun and killing our crops. It just sounds like a horrible way to go. If they are going to kill us, I'd rather them just get it over with super quick, as opposed to a volcano erupting and exploding everywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Because you guys are all my gorgeous truth seekers out there. Drooby Doo, thanks for sharing the show over there on the pilled area. Again, when you guys do share the show, do get an email and it lets me know which friends are sharing and reposting, and it's fun. Know who's out there. Hello, Gafontes. Welcome in, dear. Make sure if you're popping in to say hello, you smash that like button and share and subscribe and repost. You missed it, Gafontes. We just uncovered Yellowstone's mysteries. We debunked those fake animal videos, laughed at some wild conspiracies, and learned enough fun facts to impress your next date, or at least your dog. The big takeaway here, Yellowstone's a magical, mysterious place, but it's not about to erupt, guys. And the animals aren't staging a walkout. Those viral videos are as real as my chances sticking to a diet. Trust the science, folks. Another sentence that I don't believe. But we're going to say it on this one because science does speak for this one. Yellowstone's volcano is chill. And the wildlife is just actually doing their thing. Another Night is posting his link. So Another Night plays the organ at his church. So go ahead, click that link for Grace Church over there, and you'll get to hear Mr. Nether play the organ, and it's really great. Is that for me, Sean Squared? Yes, ma'am. I am buying skincare replacement brushes and thumbing everybody while online for dinner. Thanks for the thumbing, Gafontes. I appreciate it. Yeah, trust the science. It should be cool. Um, that I agree with 100% because I never trust the science. Um, Simple Davy, are you? Oh, you're dropping my link back in here. That's quite interesting, sir. I need to go back up. Sean squared. Sean, what did you what is this? Oh, Ringing Rocks. Let's play this. We're gonna unmute it. StreamYard. Going to, yeah, these are actually pretty cool. Share screen. Let's go ahead and bring this up. We're gonna go ahead and click here. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hopefully I shared it correctly. Because currently right now I don't. Oh, I think that was 3 blind mice. And we have I don't know if I have it here. Did it get added here? I don't have the raid button here, but we have a raid. Thanks for the raid off label. I appreciate you guys. Why do I feel like the men are having a funner time banging these rocks than like the children are? Yeah. Oh goodness. I feel like it can't just be. Yeah, I feel you, Rip. I feel like it can't just be a localized thing. All rocks have different density. They're made out of, yes, they're rocks, but they're different frequencies. They're different densities. Yeah, hollow rock. Rip wants them to play Baby Shark. It's like little kids being unleashed in a band room full of percussion instruments. I mean, that would be fun. I would bang on a couple of drums as well. I don't know. Rocks just doesn't seem that fun to me to bang a hammer on. I don't know. I feel like it would send shockwaves through your whole hand. I was trying to send our chat the link, but I sent sent you chat the link to your show. It's okay. Everything's fine. Gina likes to bang the drum. Sean Squared, you are hilarious. Your mom was a band teacher. Is that how you learned how to play the piano and the organ? Do you know how to play any other instruments? I did learn to play the piano in school. I don't remember how to play it anymore. Shut up, Michael. That's enough out of you, sir. So Yellowstone Park here. If you want to dive deeper, check out Yellowstone Volcano Observatory updates or the National Park Service website. And please don't be that tourist tasting the hot springs or petting a bison. Keep Yellowstone wild, not your ego. Now, you know I can't say goodbye like a normal person. So, time for the Just Gina's marathon farewell because leaving you harder than leaving my bed in the morning. So, grab a snack, maybe another drink, and settle in. Cuz here we go with my usually 20-minute goodbye. But before that 20-minute goodbye, I do want to thank you, all my beautiful and handsome listeners, for tuning into Just Gina. You're the hot sauce to my tacos, the marshmallows to my campfire, and the naughty to my nice. I'm going to miss you like I miss my skinny jeans. Who am I kidding? Those are never coming back because I live in my leggings. And if you loved this episode, share it with your friends, even your enemies, your dog walker, the weird guy at the coffee shop who always orders decaf. And hit that subscribe button harder than I hit the dance floor after 2 margaritas, which is why I don't drink anymore. Don't forget to follow me on X or, you know, wherever else you stalk your exes. Because I'm just Gina. I'm just Gina. And don't forget to check out all of my past content. It's quite fun because it's like me trying to pronounce geothermal after a glass of wine. Next week, we are diving into another mystery. Maybe it's Bigfoot's love life or why my plants keep dying. If you guys have any suggestions, please slide into my DMs, but keep it PG-13 unless you're cute. And I just want to, thank you guys for all being here. I obviously wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. I am not a tease. Please, do you want a border type thing for your overlay? Honestly, Rip, I have no idea what I want. I am a woman. Sometimes you just have to show me something and say, hey, how's this? Is this what you want? And then I can say, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. 3 hours, please. I'm running out of things to talk about. You're welcome, Chief Mustache. Drew says, my grandma broke her leg, just got back from helping her to bend. She's basically dead weight. Me and my uncle were carrying her. Ugh, Drew, that's awful. I hope she's not laid up for too long and she heals super fast. Mikey, your mom says you're cute. I bet she does. All mamas say their boys are cute. I got the most handsomest boy in the world because I made him. Cool, of course he's handsome. My dog's making herself more comfortable over there. Liquid pork chops? What the hell is liquid pork chops? That sounds disgusting. So, do you guys have any ideas? Yes, I added the R that I took out of my other words there. Oh, beer. Beer. You're having beer for supper. You put them in a blender with a beer. That sounds so gross. Shut up, Michael. That's my new catchphrase. Yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, suggestions for my next Saturday show, throw them up in the chat. Let me know what you want Gina to dive into, and don't say your jeans. Because jeans are tight. I don't like to be constricted. I like to roam free. Add R to your name when I say hi, Gina. Gina, hey, Noman. How are you, love? Investigate the rocks. You hear that about 12 times a day. Shut up, Michael. Tie them to Yellowstone. All right. So Sean Squared says, make sure my sticky notes are the right way. Singing rocks is an idea. Sean Squared said, dive into my kilt. You wear a skirt. That would be a funny photo. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe diving into this whole alien thing that they keep talking about. I even heard it, I think, on my local news station. So that's another interesting topic, but it can be, it can be multiple things. The singing rocks is an interesting one. Have you heard of the show Talk with Sally? She does deep dives in on conspiracies like Operation Gladio. No, I haven't. Ooh, the hollow moon theory. That could be a good one. Hollow Moon Fairy. Sorry, back again. I had a whole cat ordeal. Evil little shit. Never be sorry, Cass. Never, never, never be sorry. Bright says, can you do a review? Oh, of different type of aliens. That could be a fun one. It could be like a dating show of a lineup of different aliens. All right. So different alien types. All right, throw one more out there. My labs? What's my labs? I don't know what that is. Explain that a little bit more, Chief Mustache. How about the structures on the moon? Yeah, maybe that could go with hollow moon theory slash structures? Question mark. Freemasons. I feel like that would be that's definitely more than just one show. But next week, I also will be inviting on a special guest. So I usually do one show like this by myself where I dive into a topic all on my own. And then the following week, I invite a friend on to help me discuss the theory that we will be looking into. The Nephilim, I have been thinking about that as well. I do have someone who can break the Nephilim down. I wonder, I haven't seen Joyce around in a little while. I should probably reach out to her. I know she just came back and her son had a baby, which is super fun and magical. So there's all that. What do you mean you give up, Nomad? There's no giving up. TR3B. What's TR3B? Yeah, they're doing a multi-part on secret societies. Yeah. If this new space thing is not an alien spacecraft, I will never believe science again. Oh, goodness. I mean, yeah, I guess. Never give up. Never surrender. Government experiment triangle ship. Oh, I've never heard of that. Government experiment triangle ship. Huh. All exploded on mainstream right now. From Nazi bells to TR3Bs. Only the French give up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, all right. So, again, I love you guys. I do kind of keep my shows short, sweet, and sassy. I want to thank you guys all for being here. I do need to see who is out there and live currently. Tony Hay is coming in hot. Hot, hot, hot. I appreciate you. I love you, Tony. Tony is gifted 5 subscriptions to Adjust Gina. And who is raking those in? Gina, can you show us how to make con candy? Probably. CW, welcome to the Red Rash. Right. You have been also sucked into the rash. Noman, Nether, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so, so, so much for all of those. My red wall is growing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you guys so, so much. I appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your Saturday night to be here. You know what to do. I've begged you quite a few times tonight. The only thing I haven't done is gotten on my knees to beg. Probably it would work better. But the floor underneath my feet is cement, and I am too old to be doing that shit now. Yeah, Tony, hey, coming in hot at the The last. Just give Gina your money. I didn't say it, folks. CW did. Praying. I do 100%. I don't know why your comment didn't show up in my thing, but I 100% all of the donations that you guys donate graciously to the channel. It helps out a lot. It has been one expensive month, from $4,000 oil tank to the $1,500 washer to the $1,100 tires. It has been a terrible, terrible, terrible. You're my baby sister's age. You're not old. Well, thank you. Too old to do things on your knees. Well, on a cement floor. Gotta have protection at least. I don't have any Yeah, I do. That is next on the list. I'm just hoping I have time to save up for that before it just shits the bed and then I lose everything in the fridge and I need to replace all of that and the new fridge. Handy and Ash are live. Good God, I know, Tony. It has been, listen, it all started on my birthday morning of July 8th when I woke up to a cold shower because my oil tank has shit the bed. It was 100% a stressful fucking month. Gina, if you use smaller tires, yeah, I have a Toyota Highlander. There's no way I can get smaller tires. It would look funny. Daniel's showing some love on the YouTube's side. Oh, don't shit the bed. You ain't Amber Heard. Yeah, if you don't want to pitch in for the oil tank or the fridge, maybe you can pitch in for knee pads. That would be great. Things will get better. I always just say that even if it's bad luck, at least it's luck, right? At least I'm on the right side of the dirt. I get to spend time with all you beautiful folks and my family and my kids and my friends. And I do love you all. So it is about that time. Let's see who's live. But before we do that, I just want you guys to know to stay safe, stay sassy, and keep being the fabulous weirdos that I adore. Am I really going now? I don't know. I'm still kind of here. But one more thing. If you see any viral videos of me riding a bison, it's totally real. All right. Who knows? But let's see. Let's see who's live and who you guys. You're 6'4", not happening. If you made it through all of that, God must be looking out for you. I 100% believe God always looks out for me. And if it isn't one thing, it is another. But again, for all you folks out there that do believe, do pray like I do, who do manifest and try to manifest good things in your life, if you are praying for certain things like, patience. Please, God, let me have more patience. God is not going to magically come down and sprinkle his love all around you and grant you with the most patience you ever had in your entire life. That is not how it works. How it works is God will throw you in a situation where you will have no choice but to learn to be patient in. So remember to be careful what you pray for, mean what you pray for, and those lessons when they come to you, those are the lessons from God for the answer that you needed. You need patience. He's going to put you in a position where you need to learn patience. That's how it works, folks. Coffee crew, thank you, bro. Love you for being here. I got distracted like the squirrel. So we have, let's see here. We have Handy on. We have Beyond the Noise. Beyond the Noise, they're great. Let's see what they're doing. What do they got going on here? Jeans, red, white, and blue. Maybe we'll send you over to Beyond the Noise, BTN. Maybe you guys can show them some love. They're great. I was over there Friday evening. Great group. A lot of fun, just like us. Great sense of humor. Or Ash is on. There's so many friends on this evening. Yeah, maybe I'll send you over there. And while you're there, you can God will be with you. He will send people into your life at the right time, some to help you, some to cheer you up. Oh, to bring cheer or for you to cheer up. I 100% agree with you. So I'm going to set the rate over here on Pilled. Let's send everybody over to, we're going to send you over to Handy News on Pilled. So we got that set up. You can read every 10 minutes. Well, I won't be here in 10 minutes because, I mean, you never know because Gina does like to talk. But yeah, I am going to send you over to Be the Noise. They are a new group of friends. We absolutely love and adore them. Great set of folks. We're going to send you there. Please make sure you send them my love. Tell them I said hello. What did I just do? Control C. We're not going to do that. What did I just do? Beyond the noise. I'm going to have to do this again. Guess I hit a button and I messed it all up. All right. So we're going to Control C this. Things will get better. Thank you guys. Hey Gina, I love what you're doing. Also appreciate your consistency towards it. Expert taken 26. Is this one of those spammy guys? Oh yeah, joined today 2025, guys. That's one of those weird ass trolls. That's fine. Everything is fine. All right, so we're going to set up this this raid here again. Let BTN and the guys over there, Yankee Free, let them know. Yes, tell Ash I'm gonna probably pop over there after I say hello. But before you guys dip out to go to another stream, please just say hello, smash that like button. You may see me over there on Yankee Free's channel Friday evenings before I go live with Sean over at Third Railify. So again, we got to help out all our content creators. So smash that thumbs up button for me over there. Give them a follow, show them their love, and then be on your way. And see you on the flip side. So did that raid? Confirm raid. Let's see how that goes. Singing Rocks. I got my whole list of friends. We got the raid going in over there. And I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Third Railify. Until then, I'll catch you guys all later next Saturday for Just Gina.
Stop the boat!
We're there.
Where?
Here. A small step for mankind, but a giant step for us.